here at XKO 50.
This fight is sponsored by Prince Lebanese Grill of Arlington.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is brought to you by the Prince Lebanese Grill. It is scheduled for 3 rounds in the XKO middleweight division. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the next bank blue corner, trained in boxing and wrestling. He is making his professional debut. He stands 6 foot even, weighing in 186 pounds. Fighting out of El Paso, Texas, Michael Tovar. Now his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Jim Ross red corner, a submission fighter. He holds a professional record, 3 victories, 1 defeat. He stands 6 feet, 4 inches tall, and weighed in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas, presenting the one and only Uglyman Joe. Referee, Aaron Menor.
All right, fighters, whatever the rules in the back, protect yourself at all times. Obey my commands at all times. Touch gloves if you want. Let's do this.
All right, Tovar will be in the black. Uglyman Joe will be in the black, blue, and yellow. Don't blink, folks. These are 2 big, strong men.
All right, fight fans, here we go. Uglyman Joe in here with making his pro debut. Tovar.
Yep, Michael Tovar.
Michael Tovar is ready to go, man. Look at these guys.
Look at the size of the legs of Tovar. Holy crap.
Oh, man,
Who's jacked?
Man, I'll tell you what, man.
Big kid.
Guy never skips leg day ever.
No, absolutely not. Got to have a good base.
You know, I got to tell you right now, man, both these guys.
Good. Tovar doing a good job of slipping that long 6'4" punches of Uglyman Joe. But I tell you, making your pro debut, because I don't have any amateur information on Michael, and you make your pro debut against Uglyman Joe at 3-1. That's a big stepping stone.
It is. I mean, you're going in there with a guy like Uglyman Joe who has a lot of weapons.
Yes, he does.
You know what I mean? And it's just not just MMA. He's not afraid to go to the ground. He can do that. He doesn't mind, you know, the tie clinch. He doesn't mind the elbows. And his jab is just beyond solid.
He has been there, done that. In what I would say is a young career thus far, the amount of fights he's had.
Oh, he stays busy, man.
Oh, he does stay busy.
He does not stop. I mean, I think that right now, this year alone, I think he's had like 2 or 3 fights this year.
Yeah, and you know, again, he does pro Muay Thai and he does MMA, so it's fantastic.
Well, these guys are the middleweight division, so you're looking at guys who are about 185 when they show up to weigh-ins.
When they weigh in, and they're probably 195-ish right now.
Yes, that's about what I weigh in. I don't look like that. But you know, I gotta tell you, man, hats off to Tovar. He's keeping his chin down.
Yeah, that's a nice kick. Oh shit! Now, right there, and I say that is my French. He ducked in and caught the kick and the knee, and oh man, those elbows. And he caught the knee. He runs it. Michael Tovar runs it, but he'd do well to stick in there, defend this, and take a breath, because I think he took the brunt of Uglyman Joe's knee. Once he was coming in for his takedown.
Oh,
it's a nice knee.
That was a clean knee.
Totally legal.
Yep.
Totally legal.
And then, you know, you want your opponents back in the corner. That way you get a little more leverage, and they can't really shift their hips away.
Yeah, and that's Michael Tovar is out of that, but his back is against the cage. Yeah, and right there, shouldn't have thrown the knee. Should have based out. And give that. Now Uglyman Joe with that incredible reach of his and his fantastic grappling ability.
Trying to take that arm away.
Yeah, you're gonna see some shit getting rained down here. There's some elbows, some punches. There you go. We're starting with the elbows. Those are nasty. Top of the elbow, that hurts. That'll cut you.
Well, you know, the thing right now, man, is that Uglyman Joe has a mission. He wants to get a full guard on him, if he can. And it looks like he's gonna try to take it back.
Yeah, Tovar needs to explode right now. You don't want this. You need to turn into him and get out of this. You cannot stay here.
You know, and right now it's a chess match. You know, you move one direction, it could be the end of the game.
It is, but right here, this is. Listen, if you're Michael Tovar, this is not where you want to be with Uglyman Joe by any means. And it's get out, get out, get out, and that means you got to explode. Pick your time and explode. Right here, when Uglyman Joe is doing that, this is the fight right here. That's a game.
That's the fight. He's got it in.
That's the fight. Game over.
It's sunken in. But Tovar's fighting it.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna fight it long, man.
He just tapped out. He just tapped out.
Game over.
Yeah. Well, hats off to Tovar, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Aaron Menard, is going to stop at the contest at 3 minutes and 34 seconds into the very first round. Declaring your winner by tap out due to rear naked choke, Uglyman Joe.
Joe, you hear me, buddy?
I can hear you a little bit. You can be a little louder for me.
All right, how about now?
Yeah, it's a lot better.
All right, good. Hey, man, listen. Of course, congratulations, obviously. You go to 4-1 in your pro MMA career.
Yeah.
And listen, I mean, I was out back with y'all a little bit, and that, you know as well as I do, when you're ready to come in and you're the next fight, and then you have that injury, that you got to wait, you got that weight. Yeah. Did that build up a little bit of the anticipation? I mean, how'd you keep your head right during that time?
Well, I kept my head right just by, I never really trained for a specific opponent anyway. I'm normally just training to make myself better, so if somebody gets injured and I got to fight a new guy, hey, it's all good.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, when Michael Tovar came in, first thing I told Antonio, I said, boy, this is a hell of a way to get into your pro MMA career by fighting Uglyman Joe when he, this guy is pro MMA, pro Muay Thai. He's an absolute beast, and you showed tonight, my friend, just the full gamut of what you can do.
I'm happy to hear that, man. Thanks so much.
What were your, do you have any thoughts on your opponent going into it? Because I mean, it was his pro debut.
Well, I think that was his second fight. He actually lost his pro debut, but
okay.
He did really well his first fight. I just thought that maybe he'd come in here real hungry because he was coming off a loss. I thought he'd come in really aggressive, which he was, and stuff. But more respect to him. I appreciate him taking that fight on last minute.
Well, I always got to give a gentleman like yourself at 6'4" to have your ability to control the ground with your limbs the way that you do, and you showed it tonight by just masterfully setting up that choke. I mean, incredibly impressive, man. And
yeah, thanks
we of course, XKO loves having you here. What? I know you plan on having a busy year. I think your year's already been busy. What are you thinking next? What's coming up for you?
Well, man, we just need another finish like that. After tonight, I'm pretty sure they're going to offer us to come fight June, which I'd be 100% down. And I just need somebody else to go ahead and finish off so Dana can see that I'm ready for his league.
Well, personally, because of what you've done in here, and I'm saying this, and I think we need to push this past the Bussy brothers. But man, I think the next fight for you needs to be for the belt.
Hey man, I'm always down. The only belt that's really important to me is that UFC belt. So if I got to go and win an XKO belt first,
that's it.
Totally works for me.
That's it, baby. A step at a time. Well, Uglyman Joe, thanks so much, and congratulations again, sir.
Thanks a lot for your time, man. Uglyman Joe.